Well, here we are. Our final destination on this particular trip, Novac, which just so happens to have a giant dinosaur. Don't know what I expected out of the Vegas area. More curiously, though, is that back behind me is Victor. What in the world is that robot doing here, and why is he following me? Fancy meeting you here, Victor. What are you doing following me?
Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit if it ain't my old friend from Good Springs.
I mean, you did save me, but I still would consider using friend as a very lightly used term. What are you doing in Novac following me?
Don't rightly know. I just got the notion to make my way to New Vegas. Reckon I'll find out when I get there.
It's a little bit suspicious. But we'll cover that in a little bit. What do you know about this place?
Novac? Nice enough place, I suppose, but between you and me, when I rolled into town, my skin started to itch. Watch yourself.
Okay. Don't know exactly what that's supposed to mean, seeing as you don't have skin. But I guess I'll keep that in mind. You did mention that the people that jumped me were headed this way, right?
No, don't believe I did. But you might ask around. The Novac folk usually see anyone traveling this way.
Suppose. I'll leave you be, Victor.
Be seeing you.
At this rate, I would be more surprised if you didn't show up at the next little town that I end up at. What do we got here? Big dinosaur. Sort of hotel, motel. Ooh, Dropbox. Well, they sure do like their dinosaurs. Let's see what this is all about. Hello.
Hey there. Well, welcome to you. You look tired from the road. Why don't you relax a spell? Let this fine town take care of you.
Okay. You didn't introduce yourself. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting.
Oh, what am I doing? I got to thinking about making a good impression and plain forgot to tell you my name.
A little bit.
I'm Jeannie May. I take care of folks here at the motel, long as they aren't troublemakers.
Okie doke. Tell me about Novac.
We're in a little desert oasis, name of Novac.
Right.
This is the Dino Delight Motel, and it's mine.
Is that so? What's there to do around here?
Well, there's Dinky, the town mascot. He's a sight. You probably already saw him when you came in, but you can go up inside, too.
Yeah, he's pretty hard to miss.
Up the roadaways to the west, there's Repcon. That's the old rocket factory. There's been some sinister characters out there lately, so you may want to stay clear. Other than that, nothing to do but take it easy and enjoy good company.
That's it? Anything else?
Well, up north a ways, you'll see a big tower. That's Helios 1. Used to be a power plant in its day.
Used to?
And there's a town just east of here called Nelson. Used to be such a quaint little place until those slavers took it over. But we got our wonderful snipers keeping an eye in that direction, and so far, the slavers have left us alone.
Mm-hmm. Slavers as in, like, the Legion? Anyways, I'm looking for a guy in a checker coat. Anyone like that pass through here?
Well, he might have been wearing a fancy outfit, but he wasn't any kind of gentleman to me. Had his nose
Normie.
stuck so high in the air you couldn't see it above the clouds. City folk. They always think they deserve better than what they got. Those hoodlums he was with seem to know Manny for some reason. He's our daytime sniper, up in the dinosaur's mouth.
Good to know. What's been going on around town? There's got to be something happening.
Well, let's see. Dusty McBride's been losing some Brahmin, but that's probably the heat more than anything. Honestly, it's been real quiet. Ranger Andy's still hurt, but we got these two gentlemen snipers watching the road day and night, keeping the trash out of Novac. They've been a blessing.
Clearly, someone's a little bit judgmental. I will have to keep that in mind. Got a trading post around here? Could look at freshening up some of my supplies.
Go see Cliff Briscoe at the Dino Bite gift shop and tell him I sent you. I think he gets lonely standing around in that dino belly all day. He'll be glad for the company.
Okie doke. And what about that Repcon place? You said they made rockets?
I just know what I've heard. There's supposed to be some ghouls that went in a while back.
Okay.
Ever so often there'll be a commotion from that direction. Explosions and such. Watch out for strangers.
Oh, okay. I fail to see how the ghouls and their explosions over there affect you. It's a weird place. And I suppose it is a motel with a giant dinosaur as their mascot. And Victor. Well, let's take a look around. What do we got over here? Just scrap, junk. Apparently someone owns it. Oh, we got a reloading bench and a repair bench. That's nice. How about over here? Hello. Ah, Dr. Ada Strauss.
What can I do for you?
Just meeting people. What do you got for supplies?
Yeah, and I need sterile medical supplies. But let's see what I have with me.
No need to get sassy. I'm willing to give you money. Maybe. How many do I have of those? One more. Nah, I don't need more right now. I'll talk to you later if I need your help.
Bye.
Uh-huh. Okay, so that's got to be power station. I think she said Helios, and I think she said that Repcon was that way. Alright, we'll cover our bases in that regard later. In the meantime, let's meet the locals. Who do we got here?
Prim wimped out and accepted NCR rule. Some people will do anything to feel safe.
I mean, there's either that or convicts. And the presiding administration was kind of useless. So, yeah, I probably would have done the same. Ranger Andy. Yeah, let's talk to him. Hello, Ranger.
We haven't met yet. You must be new in town. I'm Andy.
Pleasure. What do you happen to do around here?
Right now, a whole lot of sitting on my keister and counting cracks in the ceiling. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. On better days, I help keep the peace. Boone and Vargas watch the road. I watch the town. Tell myself I'm doing some good.
So you're like a sheriff? Based on your getup, NCR. But I'm guessing not current NCR based on what the guy outside said.
Was with them.
Bingo.
That was back when my arm and leg used to work better. I still like to pretend I'm a ranger, though. I'll check in with the guys up at the station pretty regular on the ham radio. Sometimes they stop by, tell me they're paying their respects, the smug bastards. They haven't been responding to me last couple days. I guess they got tired of hearing me talk, but it still got me a little worried. Hell, listen to me talk. Like some damn mother hen.
I mean, I did just talk to him, like, not too long ago, a couple hours maybe. They were all seemingly fine, but I can check on them.
No. No, they're gonna think I'm having trouble letting go.
I mean, it
They're
sounds
good
like you are.
soldiers. I don't give them enough credit.
Okay. What happened to your leg?
Yeah, twice. Actually, the first time, it was more like half my body. Knocked me out of the Rangers. This time, it's mostly just reminded me how useless I've gotten.
Okay. What happened?
A few years back, we get a tip that some Legion slavers were holed up in this burnt-out house a few clicks from where we were stationed. We get there and it's deserted. No sign anyone's been there. I mean, nothing. As we're leaving, I hear something behind me. I turn around and there's this kid, just skin and bone, and he's looking up at us and he's scared half to death. Been hiding in a closet.
And what'd you do? Like, take him into, like, a protective custody or something?
I go to grab him out of there and I notice he's holding something in his hand. Something metal. He shuts himself back in the closet and that's when I see the grenade he's left by my feet. They do it a lot, the Legion, using kids. They know we'll hesitate. Anyway, that was the first time. Second time, I fell down those stairs in front of the motel, just in case I got to thinking I'd put it all behind me.
Okay, doke. Well, it's nice talking to you, Ranger.
Hey, wait a sec. I know what I said, but if you find yourself by Ranger Station Charlie, let me know what you find. I'd be interested.
Well, I'll keep it in mind if I'm ever back out that way, which is very likely. But if I were a betting man, based on their ineptitude and lack of perception, they might not be doing so fair. Cliff Briscoe. Isn't that the outpost owner? Operator? Going to pretend I didn't see that. Dino Bite gift shop. Hello, you must be...
Welcome. Come on in.
Thank you. You must be Cliff.
Welcome to the Dino Bite gift shop. My name's Cliff. If you're here for the T-Rex figurines, you're just in time. There's still a few left.
I believe it. They don't seem like a popular item based on the number that I've seen around here. Jeannie May sent me. She told me to tell you that.
Bless her. Seems like every traveler I get in here tells me the same thing. They see the sign and think, gift shop? That's just too good to be true. But Jeannie May always points them back in my direction. Well, a friend of Jeannie's is a friend of mine, and my friends get a discount at my store.
Well, I do like the sound of that. What do you happen to sell here?
Well, there's T-Rex figurines, of course. That's our bread and butter.
Of course.
We also have an assortment of the Repcon factory souvenirs, rockets, things of that nature.
Mm-hmm. How about more useful things? Supplies, guns, ammo. How about those? Do you sell those?
Guns? Well, yeah, I guess I might have a few. Darn it, no one ever buys the T-Rexes.
Can't imagine why. You said you had souvenir rockets, too? Kind of piqued my curiosity.
They're scale replicas of the real thing. Very detailed. Got a liquid in them that makes them glow. From what I hear, Repcon used to give them out on tours of their HQ up in Henderson. But I guess they had to stop after the first few kids thought they were filled with Nuka-Cola and drank it down. The papers had a name for the condition and everything. They called it the Repcon Shakes. Those were bad times for Robco.
But clearly not as bad as, you know, the nukes falling. How'd they end up here?
Well,
Scabbing?
They unloaded what they had left on the Dino Bite as a tax write-off, but that was before my time. Plenty of demand for them, seeing as how they're one-of-a-kind collector's items, but I might still have some in back.
I believe it. Let's see what you got for sale.
Sure thing. Have a look.
It was a pleasure doing business with you, Cliff. There we go. Thank you.
Come back soon now.
It's probably gonna be a while. Like, when I've got enough to afford a 13,000 cap rifle. Oh, I'm here. I think she said Manny. Manny!
What's going on, man?
Questions. Are you Manny?
I'm Manny. I'm on security detail here. You see a rifle barrel sticking out of the dinosaur's mouth, you got a 50-50 shot it's me. Otherwise, it's Boone.
Okay. Jean May said you and Boone protect the town from slavers. Is that Legion?
You name it. Anything that comes within 1,000 yards that looks like trouble. Lately, we've been getting ghouls, coming from the road to Repcon out to the west. Quite a few last couple days. The big threat is the Legion coming from the east. If they decide to attack with a full force, they'll run us over. But so far, we've been lucky.
You mentioned a man named Boone?
Boone's a sniper, same as me. Used to spot for him when we were enlisted with the NCR. After we got out, I talked him into settling down here. So, here we are. I'd introduce you, but, we're not so friendly right now.
Now you've got my interest piqued. What was your tour with the NCR like?
Oh, it was great. I wouldn't trade it. Something about that lifestyle, the discipline, seeing new places, making people safe. What's not to like?
Depends on what you want out of your life, but why'd you leave?
Well, I just felt like it was time, you know? Wanted to have a home. Plus, I was up at Camp Golf when Bitter Springs went down. I faked like I was sick to get out of going because I knew some of the people there. But when everybody came back, nobody would tell me what happened, and people would call us murderers sometimes when we showed up to secure towns.
Bitter Springs, I'm not familiar with that.
I still don't know exactly. Just that a lot of people died who didn't want to be a part of the fighting at all. I don't blame anybody for it. There's so much chaos when you're fighting. You're lucky not to shoot your own guys. But it did take something out of it for me. It just wasn't the same. So when it came time to re-enlist, I just took my papers and walked.
Yeah, fair. Probably would do the same. Said you were in bad terms with Boone. Is this? You said it was more recent, so it doesn't stem from your tour with the NCR?
Me and his wife, we didn't see eye to eye on some things. We had some pretty big arguments. One day, she turns up missing, and he hasn't said a word to me since.
What did you argue about?
Man, you name it. See, I grew up in North Vegas. Me and my cousins, we were some bad seeds. Got in with a gang, I loved it. Then something happened, and I couldn't handle it anymore. So I enlisted, earned my future, brought down my best friend to share that future with me. And here was this woman who was too good for it, trying to take him away. So yeah, I didn't see eye to eye with the bitch.
Okay. What gang were you with, if you don't mind me asking?
Were they tough? I was in the cons, man. It doesn't get any badder.
Intriguing. Well, I just so happen to be looking for an individual who was last seen with some cons. He was wearing a checkered coat. You happen to know who that might be?
Sure I know him. What do you want with him?
Let's just say I have a score to settle.
Doesn't surprise me. Guy seemed like he'd do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Probably makes a lot of enemies. Well, listen, I can definitely help you find him, but I've got problems of my own. Maybe we can do a trade. You need my help. There's something I need too.
What is it you need?
Novac, it's home for me now. I want that to be for good. I like it here, and I've left too many homes behind. But the only resource we got here is junk. Without that, people wouldn't have anything to trade. They'd all have to leave. We get most of it up the road from the old rocket test site, but a bunch of ghouls showed up one day and took it over. We can't get in there now.
Ah. So you want me to go over there and deal with the ghouls? Is that what needs doing?
Well, they gotta go, or this'll be a ghost town before long. Doesn't matter to me what you do. As long as the ghouls are out of there, that's good enough for me.
Fine. I'll see what I can do.
It'd mean a lot to me.
Uh-huh. Well, I'll catch you later, Manny.
Yeah, see ya.
Welcome. Come on in.
Maybe later. I can kind of see why he might have fallen. It's a very steep drop right out the door. It's his home. Ranger. What do we got over here? Where's that Boone? Hotel room. Manny's room. Maybe. I don't know. Well, I might take a look in there. Boone. These just appear to be random rooms, I guess. Yeah, random rooms. Alright. Well, let's talk to Jeannie Mae. She seems to be kind of the town gossip. She might know what is going on with Boone and them. Jeannie.
I hope you're finding everything to your liking.
I've had worse. And you don't have any info on Boone and Manny and their little quarrel.
Watch out for strangers.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Okay, well, let's take a look at Manny's room. Pretty bare bones. He's got a separate mattress from his bed. It's a little interesting. Let's not take his food. Oh. Interesting. Should I or shouldn't I? I'll hold off on it. If things get a little dicey, that might be my solution. Whoa, what's this guy? Hello.
Hey, howdy.
Okay. And Boone? Nope. Boone, where are you? Boone's room. Hello. Well, that's grim. Pardon my intrusion, but I hope that's not your blood.
Beat it.
Hi, Boone.
No offense, but I need to focus on getting more rest when I'm off duty. I'm not sleeping so good. So now's not a good time. If you want to talk, catch me when I'm on duty. I'm up at the Dinosaur after 9 p.m.
Oh, okay. Well, that... it's a weird little town. Let's take a look here. Jeannie said something about some farmer having Brahmin problems. See if I can find him. That's the doctor's little tent. Tombstone over there. It's very dreary. What is going on? I'm just gonna let you do your thing. Yeah, hi. I'm just gonna let you do your thing. People. I'm gonna hazard a guess. Yep. This would be the cattle. You could at least try to move it. Okay. Let's talk to him. Good afternoon.
Look who's here.
Hello. Jeannie Mae said you had some Brahmin problems. Figured I'd stop by and, see what I can do to help.
Hey there. In from out of town, ain't you? Name's Dusty.
True. You've been losing livestock, I hear.
Losing don't describe it. It's a massacre. A few more days and there won't be nothing left to lose.
Tell me about these attacks.
Every night around midnight, Alice and I wake up to some crazy hollering and gunshots. You'd think the world was ending all over again. But it's just one animal each night. They don't take it or carve it up or nothing. Just leave it there all full of holes.
It's pretty strange. Did you see this attacker at all?
Beg your pardon, mister, but them two-headed beeves ain't worth getting shot over. Not
Fair.
to mention what would happen if half of what Novac says is true. Best we can hope is that whoever's doing this will move on or get tired of it. I just hope it happens while we still got animals left. Whoever it is, I don't think they're from around town. Seems like they've taken to shooting from the west side.
That's what, from the direction of Repcon? Right? My geography of the area is a little rusty, as you know. New here. I'll take a stab at finding whoever's responsible.
We'd be grateful, especially if you find them before they get my whole stock. But don't go getting yourself killed over it. Alice and I'll find a way to make do. Always have.
Oh, you certainly are optimistic. I admire that. Tell me a little bit more about what you do here, Novac.
Oh, I tend to my ranch. That's about it. Alice will tell you, I don't get out a whole lot.
Fair. As long as you're happy. Well, I'll see what I can do about your livestock and come back and hopefully have a solution for you.
So long.
Mrs. McBride,
What brings you here?
what can you tell me about the attacks on the ranch?
Well, it's the strangest thing. Last time it happened, I could swear I heard someone cry out for help. Sounded like a big fella. But when we finally got up the gumption to go look outside, all we found was our cattle. And I know what they sound like when they get upset. I can't imagine what went on. Dusty can probably tell you more about it.
I'll, like I said, I'll see what I can do. Out of curiosity, what are your feelings towards the people that live here?
Oh, we keep to ourselves for the most part. Try not to pry. I think Jeannie Mae gets bothered that we aren't more sociable. But it's just our way.
Yeah, she
Ain't
seems
that we
that
don't
type.
appreciate what she's done, managing this town like she has, but I worry she feels that way anyhow. Not that there ain't others who pry around here. That Nobark was skulking around our yard last week. I thought he was our cow killer. Was about to lash him with our bullwhip till I saw who it was. He's harmless, though. Part of me wishes I could see things like he sees them, all full of mystery.
Your husband mentioned him. He seems like a person I should talk to. But Nobark, it's a very, very unique name. How do you get it?
I'm not sure who started it. Wasn't a very nice name, but he took to calling himself by it, so we all had to. I don't even remember what his real name is. Anyway,
Interesting.
I think it comes from that expression that people say when you're crazy, that not all of your dogs are barking. Poor Nobark.
I see. Well, I guess beyond all that, I just kind of wanted to meet you and see what your thoughts were.
Oh, well, I'm Alice, and you've already met my beau, Dusty. He's sweet, ain't he? I don't care what my mama said. I know how to pick 'em. We set up this ranch years back when Novac was just getting settled. But now, with all the danger on I-15, folks are starting to come through here from all over. Novac might just be the next Nevada boomtown.
Yeah. It's got that potential. It's a nice checkpoint going up. So yeah, well, it was nice talking to you.
Nice of you to visit.
I like you. Both. Very nice people. Alrighty. Well, now that we got some info on that. So yeah, it's coming from the west. Yeah, that's gotta be something from Repcon. What do we got? What is that? Well, I think we might have found our culprit. The hell? Okay. I'm going to step away. Well, I think that very well might be what is causing the issues at that ranch. What do we got over this way? Water tower. Ooh. Who are we? Hello.
Hello. The salvage business has really slowed down since those ghouls took over RepCon.
So I've heard. I'll see what I can do to fix that. Some more houses. Looks like a shack. Not to be judgmental, but I would probably guess that is Nobark's shack. Who is this? Why are you staring at a wall? You like spying on someone? Ah. No, come here.
Who sent you? I ain't talking. They tried to get me to talk before, but I didn't say nothing. And I don't aim to now, by gum.
Who tried to make you talk?
Confound it, Nobark, you done it again. You let on that you know things. Now they'll never let you be. All right, stranger, you got me. What do you want to know?
Is there anything interesting happening in the area?
Folks will tell you that they seen ghouls up near the rocket factory.
Right.
Sensationalist hooey, cooked up by superstitious yokels, seeing phantoms of their own imagining.
What is at the factory, then?
Ghosts. Commie ghosts what don't know they're dead. Hoping to steal our rockets so they can fly up and paint the moon pink and draw a Lenin face on it. I seen one of them disappear and reappear before my very eyes. Although, being a scientist, I have to admit I might have just blinked for longer than usual, what with the shock of seeing a commie ghost and so forth.
I'm not laughing at you, Nobark, but that's a good one. Okay. What else has been going on in town?
There's been things of a disturbing nature going on at the McBride Corral.
So I've heard.
Seems every night one of their herd meets a most unnatural death. And always there's holes all over the body.
Yeah,
Work
gunshots.
Of the chupacabra, the livestock vampire, says
Or
Nobark.
a
But they don't
chupacabra.
pay no mind. Too many holes, they say, and there's bullets in them. Well, says Nobark, they got a chupacabra with an automatic weapon.
Oh, shit.
That's when they get real quiet, because now they see the predicament we're in.
Yeah, that is quite a predicament. And yeah, if a firearm-wielding chupacabra, not a good thing. What else about these deaths do you know?
I come face to face with the chupacabra himself one night, whilst I was investigating whether this gecko was hiding his treasure from me. He was the meanest, ugliest chupacabra you could imagine. Had 2 heads and fangs down to the ground. Best I could tell anyways, since when he come up to me, he was invisible. Had himself a blunderbuss, what would rotate and shoot bullets real fast out of a backpack. Never seen nothing like it. Walked right past me having an argument with somebody. But I only saw one chupacabra, so I guess the other fella had to be invisible too. Only more invisible than the other one.
Well, damn, you got me on a lot of these points that I can't necessarily refute. Bullet-wielding chupacabra. I mean, last thing I gotta ask is, why do they call you Nobark?
'Cause they know I ain't just barking here. What I say has got bite, 'cause it's the truth. Them quack doctors can say what they want about all the rat scorpion stings that done pierced my skull. I know what I seen.
Rat scorpion stings through your skull. I really appreciate your time, Nobark. You've been a help.
If anyone asks, we never spoke.
Oh my. Part of me wishes that we had never spoke.